Welcome to Networks Professionals.
Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're cracking open a certification that's becoming a serious game changer in the tech world, the Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, or OCI, Architect Professional Cert. We're going to cover what it is, why it's so valuable, and most importantly, give you a super clear roadmap to get it yourself. So let's dive right in. So let's just start with a really important question. The tech world is absolutely packed with talented people. So how do you prove that you're more than just cloud aware? How do you show an employer, hey, I can actually build the heavy-duty enterprise-level stuff you need? Basically, how do you make yourself stand out? Well, for a whole lot of top-tier professionals, the answer is this, the OCI Architect Professional certification. So let's kick things off by exploring why this specific credential carries so much weight in the industry right now. And the cool thing is, this isn't just us saying this. Industry analysts, hiring managers, they all use words like highly sought after to describe people with this cert. And that's not just some marketing fluff. It points to a real, genuine need in the market for experts who know their way around Oracle's cloud. So what does this actually do for you? Well, first, it's a stamp of approval. It tells companies you've got the skills they're looking for, period. Second, it gives you instant credibility. It proves you can handle those tricky, real-world problems. That alone gives you a huge leg up on the competition. But honestly, the biggest win might be this. In a world where everyone's using multiple clouds, having OCI skills next to, say, AWS or Azure makes you an incredibly valuable, flexible pro. All right, so we've covered the why. Now let's get into the what. It's time to decode the professional exam itself and really see what you're up against. Okay, this right here is a huge deal, so listen up. The exam is changing in a big way. The old version was mostly multiple choice questions, but the new 2025 version, it adds hands-on labs. This is a total game changer. It means you can't just memorize facts anymore. You have to actually prove you can build and manage stuff in OCI. It's all about practical, real-world skills now. So, what's the magic number you need to hit? It's right around 68%. That's the new passing score. It's definitely tough, but it's for sure achievable. Your final score is going to be a mix of how you do on those labs and the multiple choice questions, so you've really got to be solid on both fronts. Okay, let's talk brass tacks, the practical stuff. The exam runs for about 90 minutes. It costs around $245, but hey, always keep an eye out for discounts. It's run by Oracle University through Pearson VU, which means you can take it online from home or at a testing center nearby. And this thing is globally recognized. We're talking valued in over 160 countries. So you know the why, and you know the what. Now for the most important part, the how. We're going to lay out a simple 6-step roadmap that'll take you all the way from where you are now to becoming a certified OCI professional. But before we even get into those steps, I have to say this, and it's probably the most important thing you'll hear today. With these new hands-on labs, practice isn't just a good idea. It is absolutely 100% critical. You have to get into the Oracle Cloud Free Tier and just build things, break things, and figure out how they work. Seriously, there is no substitute for getting your hands dirty. Okay, here it is, your roadmap to success. First, you start with the basics to build a solid foundation. Then, step 2, you've got to get the OCI Architect Associate certification. It's a required prerequisite, and it makes sure you've got the core stuff down. From there, you go deep into the advanced concepts. Step 4, like we just said, is tons of hands-on practice. You'll back that up with official study guides from Oracle. And finally, you test yourself with mock exams over and over until you're consistently scoring way above that 68% mark. So when I say deep concepts, what am I even talking about? Well, it really boils down to these 4 big pillars. First, advanced networking, designing those complex, secure virtual networks. Second is security. You have to be a master of identity and access management. Third is all about resilience, building systems that just don't go down. And finally, automation, using tools like Terraform to build and manage your infrastructure like a pro. Okay, let's fast forward. You've put in the work, you've passed the exam, so what's the payoff? Let's get into the real-world career impact this certification can have. Look, this certification is like a golden ticket to some of the coolest and best-paying jobs in tech. We're talking about roles like cloud architect, solutions architect, senior DevOps engineer, and specialized cloud consultant. These aren't just titles. These are the people designing the future of how companies use technology. Now, to really get why this matters, you gotta understand where OCI fits into the whole cloud universe. While a platform like Microsoft Azure might be more of a household name, OCI has carved out this incredibly powerful space for itself. It's a beast when it comes to handling massive enterprise workloads. I'm talking huge databases, complex apps. Plus, it's often way more cost-effective, and you know every finance department loves to hear that. And that right there brings us to the secret sauce. The conversation isn't OCI versus Azure, it's about being an expert in OCI and Azure. A professional who's skilled in both, that's an incredibly powerful, almost future-proof profile. You become the person who can build the best solution, no matter what cloud it's on. So who's actually hiring for this? Where are the jobs? Well, first off, any big company that already uses Oracle. Then you've got major industries like banking, telecom, and healthcare that really rely on OCI's power and security. And of course, you'll be a top pick for any company running a multi-cloud strategy. All right, we have covered a ton of ground, from the nuts and bolts of the exam to the huge career boost it can give you. So let's land the plane here and get to a final verdict. Is the OCI Architect Professional certification the right move for you?
Okay, let's be super honest here. This is not a beginner certification. If you're just starting out in the cloud, you should really focus on the foundations and associate exams first. The professional cert is specifically for those experienced folks who are serious about becoming architects or for seasoned DevOps engineers who want to add another powerful tool to their belt.
So there you have it. That's the full picture of the OCI Architect Professional certification, what it is, how you earn it, and the doors it can open. You got the roadmap, you know it's at the end of the road. The only question left is, are you ready to start building the future?
Thanks for watching.